It's always refreshing to see a good comedy. In this case, you have this. Booksmart is directed by the always awesome, the always talented, always gorgeous Olivia Wilde. Stars Beanie Feldstein, Caitlin Dever. And the plot of Booksmart, we follow two academic overachievers, Amy and Molly, played by Caitlin Dever and Beanie Feldstein. And they thought keeping their noses to the grindstone gave them a leg up on their high school peers. But on the eve of graduation day, they both suddenly realize that they have missed out on the special moments of their teenage years. Determined to make up for lost time, the girls decide to cram 4 years of not to be missed fun into one night. A chaotic adventure that no amount of book smarts could prepare them for. Going into Booksmart, I was actually very interested to see how this would turn out, especially on the course since this is the directorial debut of Olivia Wilde, and we've been having a lot of directorial debuts this year. This movie with Olivia Wilde, A Vigilante with Sarah Dagger-Nixon, which is my favorite movie of the year so far, and Unicorn Store, directed by Brie Larson. So it's been a pretty good year for directorial debuts. And this movie, from the trailers, I was very excited. From the news, I was excited. Even from the acclaim until the release, I was excited. And this just sounded really fun and really awesome to watch, to see. I gotta tell you, they did it. They did it. They succeeded with this film. Booksmart is awesome. This is a very funny film. It is R-rated, and you do have a lot of profanity going for it. But the profanity works. It didn't take me out of it as you thought it would. A lot of the comedy in this movie is really strong. You have this whole thing going on with Caitlin Dever, which character and her sexuality, which that was a bit of a hit and miss with me. But overall, I gotta say, the humor worked in the long run for this movie. The humor is easily the standout here, and this is written by four different writers, and they're all girls. Emily Halpern, Sarah Haskins, Susanna Fogel, and Katie Silberman. And the writing, for the most part, is the strongest aspect here, but the directing is worthy.
Okay, what you doing, She?
Olivia Wilde's direction is all around excellent. I have nothing but praise for Olivia Wilde's directing. She's a great actress, and I think she has what it takes to direct this movie really well. And I gotta say, she did a good job. She did a great job directing. Before this, she did direct some music videos, and she has a movie coming out soon that she's actually starring in. So I gotta say, good job on the directing, Olivia Wilde. Great job. I gotta say, that was awesome. Acting is strong as hell in this movie. Caitlin Dever, this is one of the most overlooked actresses I've seen The Spectacular Now, Bad Teacher, The Beautiful Boy, even though I haven't seen that movie. Detroit, I did see that movie. Them That Follow, I didn't see that movie either. But this movie, she's great. I feel like she deserves a lot more attention because she's really amazing in this movie. She is fantastic. And I feel like she really sold me in this movie. You know, if she doesn't get to be in a DC movie or MCU movie at some point, I don't know what's wrong with Hollywood, because this girl, she has it. She got it. Beanie Feldstein, the sister of Jonah Hill. She is so funny. She had me cracking up. She was awesome. I thought she was great. I liked her in Lady Bird, and in Neighbors 2 Sorority Rising, she was great. Here she is amazing. And she does have another movie coming out, How to Build a Girl, so I can't wait to see how that goes. But those two have great chemistry, even in the film's emotional moments. Next up, I gotta tell you, Lisa Kudrow, Jason Sudeikis, Jessica Williams, all the acting in this movie is great. Even from the late Carrie Fisher's daughter, Billie Lourd, she was great. And I liked her in these new Star Wars movies. So I gotta say, she was great. The music choices are really well done. This movie is shot very well. This movie is shot really good. The cinematographer, Jason McCormick, you deserve a pat on the back. Even the editing is very well done. An hour and 45 minutes, I don't feel it. This movie felt like 87 minutes. Because it just flew on by. The only issue here, there are some moments where it feels like, you know what, I don't really have any issues with Booksmart at all, because there's just a lot of praise I can give to the film. The real issue, however, is that this movie should have made a lot more money than it did. This movie only made $4.2 million, and I guess a lot of people just didn't want to go see it, or what. But this is a very fun high school comedy, and one of the more refreshing films. And also, this movie reminds me a lot of Superbad. And Superbad, that is a funny movie too, but if I have to say which one is better, I do overall love Superbad, but I gotta give the win to Booksmart. But at the end, all in all, Booksmart definitely one of my favorites of 2019 so far. This is very high on my list as far as best movies of the year. And if you need a break from all the superhero stuff and all the big budget stuff and the reboots and sequels and prequels and spin-offs, this is definitely for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Booksmart my highest of the high. Because if I don't give this movie the highest of the high, then I'm doing this movie's reviews the complete disservice. I'm gonna go ahead and give this my Spider-Verse seal of approval. Is that good? If you haven't seen this movie, definitely pick it up when it comes out on September 3rd. You're not going to regret it. So, let me know in the comments down below what did you think of Booksmart. Did you think Olivia Wilde did a great job? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you find it underrated? Do you think it's over? Are you in between? What is your favorite coming of age story? What is your favorite high school comedy in general? My favorite high school comedy is Mean Girls. Mean Girls is still the better movie, but this is beat Clueless in terms of high school comedies. And in terms of comedies, this is high up there with Mean Girls. Be sure to follow all my social media links down below. You guys keep it cool. Hashtags are in the description box down below, and be sure to use them when you share this video on all your social media. You guys keep it cool and join the Epictasticness.